Sanvanani guys, today I would like to share my 5 travel tips for beginners. The first one, ile siyaziyo vele sonke, your financial management must be healthy. Because if you don't have a healthy management of finances, you will find traveling to be expensive because there'll be a lot of things on the side that you have to pay for, right? And also, like, you have to prioritize where you spend your money. Mina ngikhumbula, like, when I started working, I worked in a clothing retail store where uniform yethu nje, number one, it was black. So I was always wearing black when I go to work, and also I always worked on weekends, or you could say most weekends, meaning that I didn't have much need for clothes because my social life was basically dololo. But nje makuthiwa sale, yithi labayana nje angathi siyintuthwana nje, we are busy buying clothes. On top of that, makune sale Mr. Price yithi, makune sale eEdgars yithi futhi lapho. And when I think about it now, like, all of that money I could have saved it ukuthi in year, like, maybe for my first Kontiki trip. You get what I'm saying? And we would dream about having better jobs so that we can afford going to vacations. But many things bigger, the money that I used to pay on monthly installments, my clothing account, I could have used that money to at least go to Mpumalanga, guys. We couldn't even go to Mpumalanga or Bela Bela or Hartis nje. It just seemed like something that is not affordable for us. So your finances, management of your finances rather, if you want to travel, is very important. Okay. And then the second tip is that actually consider living a minimalist lifestyle. So this one is related to my first point. So a minimalist lifestyle is a lifestyle where you only live with the things that you love, or rather that you love using. So for example, going back to the example leye impahla, we buy a lot of clothes because of fashion or whatever, or because of you are going to a once-off event, right? And then lezo impahla lezo awusazigqoki, like iskipa leso usigqoke kayi-one in the whole year. So you've wasted money on that, so that's where you can minimize your spending so that you save up more on traveling. Okay. And then the third tip is get yourself a driver's license. At least mawune driver's license uzokhona ukuthi urente imoto, and there are rental companies like Tempest where you don't even have to have a credit card. So you just pay in your deposit cash, or like that money should be in your debit account, and then mawubuyisela imoto, you get your money back. And if futhi uhamba nabangani, it's even better because you can all contribute towards that deposit so that it's not too much on one person. But even if you are just a solo traveler, you can save up that money over time and like always have it in your account so that when you want to travel, you know that you have it ready for your deposit, and then you will get it back, and then you can invest it in the meantime or whatever. You'll find a way that you can save that money and still earn a bit of interest in it if it's possible. Okay. And then the fourth tip that I'd like to give is that you must go for trips that are around your geographical area, like the first trips that you take, so that you go to places where you understand the language, like how things work, so that you gain your confidence as a traveler. So yeah, that way you will be able to even go to places that are outside of your comfort zone, because uyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani. Not like when you are a first time traveler, so hambile, you are in a different country, you don't understand the language, you don't know how to get around things. It could be a bit traumatizing. And my last tip is that you must listen to travel podcasts. Because with travel podcasts, you can get a lot of tips in terms of which days of the week are best to finding flight deals, which apps to use, what to do if nje nakusose airport and then ulahle ID, things like that. They can give you tips in terms of what to do, how to handle your money, like the whole exchange rate thing when you are out of the country. You will learn a lot of things from Ama podcast, so that when you are now starting to book your own trip and then we are hamba, you know exactly what to do, where to go, or at least you have an idea, because there will still be challenges. It's not like they will give you everything and then things will be smooth sailing for you. You will still have some sort of challenges, but at least uzabe uwazi ukuthi the beginning nje, a guideline of what you can do, where to go, and etc. So I really recommend listening to travel podcasts. The two travel podcasts that I like, it's Chica Travel Podcast and Women Who Travel. I've learned a lot from those two platforms. And then another one, it's not a travel podcast though, it's an account that I just discovered on Instagram. I think her name is @Dineo Zonke. I love her content. She gives tips, she gives places to go, so check her out. I think you will also love her. So those are my travel tips for beginners. If there are any others that you would like to share, please do so in the comment section. We would love to hear them. Thank you for watching up to this far. Bye.